Welcome guys, TaToH against Hearttt, KotD round of 16. Let's take a look at the TIFF draft here and what they came up with. TaToH, just going for TaToH things. Last pick was Koreans. Before that, Incas and Malians were banned. He is going for Mayans and Indians. Mayans, quite an early pick there as a number 2. And yeah, so the board looks pretty solid. Not a lot of archer tips over here for Hearttt, and more on the archer side, I would say, for TaToH. So wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of crossbows against knight matchups here coming up. Oh, and I just pressed the wrong hotkey, but not too bad. Let's jump into game number 1 of this very promising series here. And we will start with TaToH playing the Mayans, and has a nice solid woodline pretty close by, nice defensive berries, but his gold not too great here, very open left hand side, tough to wall, and the other golds not too great either. Will be tough for him. On the other side we see Hearttt starting off with the hunts and feels pretty confident with them as a team's hunt with Mayans. Is this AOC? No, it's not. And his gold is pretty close by. Nice defensive wood here. Can't really call it a woodline with the pond. Well, it is a woodline with the pond, but it's so huge. So, pretty solid stuff for them. Yeah, Spanish trash is pretty enormous. TaToH, did you find his sheep? Yes, he did. And looks all too solid for him. Probably we'll see some walls over here, maybe some here, or a bit shorter distance. And yeah, will be really interesting what he will go for. Mayans as the first pick, I mean, I didn't expect, but makes kind of sense. They perform pretty well against most of the civilizations. And yeah, you can later go into that counter picking system. Yeah, pretty excited. I would love to hear the thoughts of all the players when they are picking. And yeah, maybe one day we can include that. It'd be so nice if they like record it, their banning system, and then we can just play it after they played. That would be so sweet. Only front stone for TaToH. Yeah, that's pretty open, that's pretty open. And we cannot be super happy with this map. Did TaToH? Oh, TaToH didn't even find his enemy yet. Saw the gold spot and then thought, okay, maybe it's to the right hand side, because he is scouting cliffs, left hand side, top and right hand side. He doesn't really know where his enemy is. He knows it's somewhere around here, but yeah, really close cliffs to the TC. I don't really know. Oh, that's something we don't see too often either. And was that a misclick? Unlikely. It goes for the walls over here. TaToH isn't going for the dash yet. Didn't send a villager onto gold as well, so that will be probably M&A into eagles. Likely strategy. And Hearttt is not playing this, and zero age aggression as well. TaToH actually quite a high population. This was pop 24 up. I mean, we don't see too often anymore nowadays. Obviously with Mayans, it's a bit more on the reasonable side. First militia out for Mr. Hearttt, and going for deer and an extra mill most likely. So M&A, and I believe he will need to use them defensively first. And with Mayans, pretty excited to witness what they will go for. Hearttt 3 on gold, so maybe M&A into archers after that. And TaToH's map is so open. Curious to find out how he's trying to defend this map. Very little villagers on wood so far. However, a few indicates not going for archers. Hearttt starting to wall this map, and First engagement here, 3 against 3 militia. Uh-oh, but TaToH needs to run, and he needs to run far. Those Hearttt MLA upgrade obviously will be earlier, and Hearttt does not want to chase TaToH back into his own base, and therefore thinks, okay, then I will try to attack you and try to go for a timing. But TaToH is already walled here, so that's not going to happen. And 3 MLA of Hearttt probably only for some idle time, not much more. And 3 MLA of TaToH, well, since the wood and gold is so close to GC, they won't do too much as well, and Hearttt is going for the walls, so that will be neglected as well, most likely, unless he screws up something with those walls. There's only 3 more tiles, and a wolf is helping out as well. Quick walls it, and it's fine. Monster cliff here. It just looks more on the minimap, guys. Please don't riot. But it's very cliffy map in general, right? Untypical. Archer range now. And going for one archer. Ah, even going for the second layer of walls here, but not needed. Now pulls his villagers away. Knows that MLA can be around. And this archer actually pretty ambitious. But yeah, 2 archers out will do the job. Even focusing down the barracks, that's an interesting move. Huh. Oh, look at that. Oh, you're attacking my gold? Well, then I will send 4 more villagers to the front. And I believe he can take the fight now. Does he want to? Getting some damage done against the MLA. 1 very low. Or some HP on the spearman, but that's totally fine for him. Attacking barracks here by TaToH. Interesting. Against a guy who still has some MLA left, and is going for archers. Staying on crossbow or like archer skirm could have been the other option. And oh, interesting. Oh, playing 1 for 1, and TaToH needs to rush this tower. Does not have enough production at the moment. I'm quite surprised that he's not using his archer range. Trying to fight with his villagers now and trying to micro back villagers at the same time. Looks all too solid, and look at that. 2 hurt HP villagers going to the TC, all the 5 HP, full HP villagers continuing to build the tower. And TaToH is fine, but Hearttt, small advantage forcing out that tower here. And sending in more and more archers to the front. Pretty solid game by both so far. No big hiccups. KD at the moment 1-1, and that's one spearman MLA that we're seeing now. The first real engagement here, and TaToH needs to go back because he does not have the blacksmith upgrades. Went for the second barracks, so that's where his wood went, and went for more eagles, so that's where his food and gold went. But that's a small loss here. Now needs to go for more walls. TaToH, horrible map. Cannot really make up for it. I like your channel, thanks. And yeah, you don't need to compare me to other casters. Just spread the love and enjoy your time here. And yeah, let's take a look. Now rushing to the fledgling would be an option, but his eco isn't too great. Let's take a look. Camming the hill obviously is pretty nice. Barracks down, over the top. Yes, it went down. 3 MLA and 1 eagle in the long run did the great job here. TaToH going for more and more eagles, but is that really enough to fight off all those archers? They're running around and trying to find another angle. TaToH is fearing that and therefore trying to reinforce or reinforce those walls. Finally fletching for TaToH, but only small armies. And those eagles, will they really do much without the +1 defense? Now realizes, damn, he's probably running around. I need to have those houses up. We'll have that one at roughly 80%, I would say. Oh, roughly 80%, I would say. Making it 79. And yeah, that's fine for him. Won't lose the villager. And that one should start building the house. Well, at the moment he's only at 6 HP on that one. Oh, that's poor focus. Well, this one probably won't finish. One needs to support those villagers. And that's only 40%. I believe having everyone on 80% made more sense than having 3 finished and 1 on 40%. Could go for another house behind here now though. Or some stone walls, or just send the army back. Sending the army back means that he needs to fight uphill though. Well, I'm not really happy how TaToH's managing that at the moment. Some eagles, no counter attack potential. I wanted to say, but actually the MLA came in because Heartt is still open here. Take a look. TaToH needs to send villagers over, and that's a horrible woodline that he's taking now. Taking the engagement now with the skirmishes. Where are his archers? They're trying to find some... Well, he doesn't have a lot of archers. Not greatest price management by TaToH. Heartt clearing that up, and look at that KD. 7-1 at the moment. One MLA was the only kill that he really had, losing a lot of eagles. Didn't lose any villagers yet, that's his advantage, but yeah, since he invested so much into army, trying to catch up, needed to wall so much. His eagle, just so much weaker. He's looking at 300 food at the same time. We already have Heartt at 20% up. TaToH now realizes, damn, I need to get to the castle age and have too much gold. Let's quickly build a market and try to buy ourselves up. Problem, still no access to gold, so he will be stuck on eagle tech here, and let's see. 1-0 for Heartt. No. 0-0 so far. Boxer. Don't count TaToH out. Oh, double bit X. Oh, okay. Small hiccup for him, for sure. TaToH, why did he continue to produce so many eagles? I really feel the attack. That will be a lot of crossbows. TaToH now finally clicking up. But yeah, that will be solid 2 minutes later. And those crossmen will swing around, and if they can get the shield, this will be so annoying for TaToH to hold. Points are actually quite close. TaToH, pretty similar villages. 4 ahead for now, but Heartt will get to the castle age earlier. Not getting into any army. This mill actually helping a bit when it comes to scouting. Oh, that's so sneaky. And TaToH rushing to the next tower, appearing the attack. And this is actually a pretty beautiful timing. Oh wait, ooh, he did pull 3 villagers off, and this will be so tough. Now he needs to pull all those in, I would say, trying to micro. This could be the GG timing. Heartt trying to focus down those villagers, doing a great job against the eagle there. Now it's stuttering quite weirdly. Focusing down the skirmishes, the tower will go up, but Heartt gets more and more kills. Look at that, 15-4 KD, and we see Heartt maybe going for some CA. Yes, indeed. Yes. And yeah, we'll pause. That's why the units moved so weirdly for a small second. TaToH selling wood, buying food, trying to go for the Eagle Warrior upgrade and the +1 defense. Hoping to perform well that way. But it's just barely survived here. Eagles maybe trying to take the high ground. CA could position themselves behind here. Heartt in a good position to control this game here. And CA is behind this forest line as well. TaToH in a world of trouble. Weird siege workshop placement. Trying to go for some angles. For defense, for big shots, maybe trying to catch up in that regard. Eagles. Oof. Now letting the scout in. And Heartt knows, okay, I'm in a fine spot. And probably you're messing up army. I will just go back home. We'll try to get bloodlines. We'll regroup and then come back with a stronger force. And going for husbandry over bloodlines. Going for thumpering as well. And now all the CA at the front. Let's take a look. Maybe some big manual shots would help out. Hard at the same time is playing this 1 TC only. I was trying to go for one villager snipe, but didn't get it. Now we can see maybe the big manual shot here. TaToH, can he get one? Oh, not really. Now the CA 2 towers up. Well, that was an enormous shot, but not enough to kill. But look at how much damage that did. Not that it really matters to only do damage, but if we get a second manual shot off, we can see so many more kills. So it didn't look like much, but oh boy, it really forces hard to be double careful. If not even triple careful. Oh, manual shot now. Oh, that was one of the better ones here. That got some big shots off and so many low HP, and now the Eagles can come over and they can clear house. Because, as you can see, so many low HP units here. And those Eagles, now you can see what the big difference was made there by the big manual shot. Because the Eagles will perform like double the efficiency now. And Hard needs to run TaToH with a beautiful hold after that. Yeah, unspectacular, but nice manual shot before. Trying to micro his Hard out. But yeah, and succeeding. And more CA, and they have 4 HP now. TaToH luckily even had his skirmishes alive for that fight. I'm trying to go for another pun, but it's so tough to pronounce. I'll still go for it. Well, they are the Hearttt fans and the Heartters. I'm not sure if that one worked. But well, time watch now. TaToH wants to know a bit earlier if he's getting raided. But even if he sees it, he still lost a villager here. And TaToH obviously abandoned villagers, trying to catch up, still not on stone. Look at that, very open one. And yeah, okay. I didn't like that one. Feels bad, man. Oh. Okay. Okay, unsubscribe. Feels bad, man. Sorry, guys. Okay, I got it. I get it. I won't do it ever again. I will never try to do a joke. Unfollowed, unwatched, undonated. Feels bad. It also feels bad as the efficiency of those CA and just start a step micro off Hard. Let's take a look. Can get a shot off. Okay. Well, without a ground attack. Yeah, it's very, very warm in Peru. Probably because they have so many Heartters. Well, okay. Trying to counter the Eagles now is Mr. Hearttt, and therefore going for some nice double stable production. Already has bloodlines and going for the +1 defense. And TaToH just stays on his Eagle tag, doesn't have the attack vodka arrow now. So maybe to switch into crossbowman is an option. Knights now coming to the front, nice movement here, the damage output is real, Botkin arrow will finish. Look at how long the Knights are living, +1 defense here, and TaToH's military count suddenly dwindling quite heavily, 35 to 12, and Hard just so active. Obviously 1.5, so nice to micro even with CAs. For villager advantage now over here. And maybe not skirms, but e-skirms could be the maybe not crossbows, but e-skirms could be the option to fight back. TaToH not really getting the resources on the map at the moment, but Hard, what is he doing for a great job of the starter step micro? Look at that KD, 70 to 50, and that after losing a lot of crossbows early on in this engagement over here as well. And TaToH knows, damn, I only have 5 military, I'm not really getting the switch in. This guy's playing amazing. Let's pray to play a better game 2 here and tap out this one. TaToH is falling behind here. And Hearttt just played this beautifully. Abused his map quite nicely, then went for a lot of crossbowmen, was super active. TaToH's map wasn't really great. I believe then going for Eagles in feudal age, delaying his castle age for too much. I believe a second archery range or maybe blacksmith made more sense than the second barracks, but it was a tough spot. Hearttt had a very good start here and had the aggression over here, was really pressuring. TaToH wasn't really reacting perfectly. And then the CA micro by Hearttt. Oh boy, that was convincing. The boom behind that looked pretty sweet as well. And he looks very strong at the moment in TaToH. Really? Yeah, was in a tough position here and must be fearing Hearttt and must be fearing elimination in the single elimination tournament. Start from TaToH not that great as well. Not sure if it was intentional to go up 24. Wow. Okay guys, Speculate has started. Okay guys, then let's take a look at the potential civilizations. We won't have Huns anymore for Mr. Hearttt and no Mayans for TaToH. So, still a lot of options. The big important question will be, when will TaToH try to squeeze in his Koreans and when will Hearttt go for his Z-stacks? Because that's the only Meso civilization that we will still have left. And a step to finding that out means we could be jumping into game number 2 and we will see TaToH going for the Indians here. Obviously super strong civilization and what an unfortunate map again. Could see a restart here. Going for the wood on the right hand side. Nice close berries and deer. Pawns only giving 1 shawfish. Gold is horrible again. And the other side, we are seeing Hearttt playing with the Aztecs. Defensive gold, defensive berries, deer close by, wallable map, somewhat wallable map. Not the greatest wood line either, but TaToH not getting the fortunate maps here today as it seems. And this pond is heart shaped. Oh yeah, that's true. And it's even out of his direction. So if Hearttt is coming from this way, you can even see it better. Okay, let's see if TaToH is going for the restart and what he really sees. He might feel comfortable with that wood line. And he didn't find his third gold spot yet. He's going for the boar lure. This looks like a normal start attempt at the moment. Or could be a bit late though. No, he's going for the re. Okay. Not the same chaos again. How about an idiot emote? Why? Why? Pull the dog and control the heart to win. Could be a winning scenario. couldn't you do something like... Oh, that would be funny as well. Have a pond in the middle of the map, and whoever builds a dock there wins the game. But you only can build docks in Feudal Age. From Feudal Age on. Wouldn't that be funny? So I went shopping and returned to a 1-0 hard lead. Have I entered the Twilight Zone? No. Probably entered a shopping center. So just go shopping. Don't really get your question. So I need to hurry up. I want to see Prince MBL play. Well, if we keep up that pace, Heartt will win 3-0 and we will see every game live. King of the Hilarious. By the way, I finalized my next tournament ideas. I only need to find a date. I'm thinking about the mid-December weekend, but I'm not sure if that is overlapping with KotD. If it is, then it will be early January. And oh boy, I'm excited. It's different than all my other tournaments. Yeah. Okay, guys. Then pulling over that excitement from KotD, it won't really be a tournament for you, sadly. Well, you can still sign up, but it's not like your preparation advantage will really, or your smartness will really count in this one. But yeah, let's see. We will have, again, TaToH playing the Indians, and we will have Heartt playing the Aztecs. Defensive gold, but not a lot of success. Well, excuse me for that. And nice defensive wood line, but not a lot of good success. So I will take that back. Like if he builds it here, gets far away quite early. And where is his goal? Other gold spots? More to the front here on that side. And where's his third gold spot? Oh, over here. Okay, makes sense. TaToH again, not the greatest wood line. Not the greatest gold again. Really unfortunate how his maps are looking so far. Wanted to go for a date, but I got more love on this channel. Yeah, that's why I'm streaming, mate. Oh man, I had 3 dates this week. I all cancelled last minute for King of the Desert and German Monday. Well, actually, I only cancelled 2. The third one I just didn't go and didn't message her back. But then she watched my channel and understood and just resubscribed, which was fine. That's the time for a nearly idiot. Smiley again. Maybe I can see the reasoning more and more. Heartt, not the greatest bowler, which is kind of outside of the TC. Expecting to see better of him. Now with the next board is Mr. TaToH. Not a lot going on, obviously, here in a 5-minute game. Oh, Heartt trying to go for some killing and will probably get this one. 5 HP. TaToH trying to micro back. Can he wall this one? Even miss microing and 1 villager kill. Sweet start here for Heartt. And that's something you, well, really need to start thinking about in the future a bit more. To keep 1 villager alone against all the 3 Meso civilizations. And Dark Age isn't really a thing. And not much more he could do now trying to chase, but the eagle will live. He gets a full scout off and the kill. Guys, it's looking good for Heartt. This could be a big setup, but let's see. Germans have better versions of the Bachelor, Bauer sucht Frau. Well, okay. This tail gets 1 sheep back and values the life of the sheep more than the kill of the eagle or the damage against the eagle. If he gets more damage done, that's a question. Not the greatest efficiency over the villager micro, but not too important. Obviously he won't go onto wood too much. Setup means upset? Oh, I meant this could be one of the biggest upsets, yes. But it is a nice setup for an upset, isn't it? And Hearttt, wisely walling his villager. Some we didn't see from TaToH. And he's clicking up now with pop 20. Could have been pop 21. Saving wood for a house for now and going for some more walls behind here. Then we'll see what he's trying to go for. I personally think after not seeing him on gold and pushing a deer, scouts is a very, very likely option. Barracks, stable, and then try to defend against the aggression of Hearttt. That's a nice deer push. Is he trying to go for more push? What did he... Oh, he didn't scout anything. Now, that's questionable, isn't it? Okay. TaToH playing this very blindly. Huh. Like the walls. Other people would try to go for the small walls here, but just a bit further away. It's just very good in this case. Now walling to this line would be a bit better, but probably this looks more towards the stone. And now the stable here. All makes sense. Double with eggs as well. That amount of farms, I wouldn't be surprised to see wheelbarrow clicked when he has more than 75 wood, which is now. And we can see Horse Scholar indeed trying to do some damage against this villager and also some damage against the eagle. We'll take both. And that will be a second barracks by Hearttt. And this will be eagles only. Oh no, two on gold only? What is Hearttt going for? One spearman? Why is he only playing this with 2 on gold? Scouting the gold here of TaToH. And this seems like a switch up in the strategy choices. Maybe wants to go for M&A, then change the strategy. I forgot to queue up militia. He's now sitting here with 2 barracks and only 2 villagers on gold. That's so weird. Okay, TaToH, more scouts around obviously. Hearttt beautifully walling his villager, and yeah, it will be the very feared spearman rush, as it seems. Strategy that we don't see too often. But TaToH for now is only going for scouts. Finally we'll see more villagers on gold. I want to see more eagles added. Hearttt is walling himself completely. And then we'll see the power of the ad stacks. Scouts now coming around. 3 scouts, 4 scouts, 5 scouts. But seems like the quick wall is real. Spearman squeezing in. Yeah, walls are still low, but that's Spearman out. Oh, this wall won't finish. And yeah, that Spearman should protect the villager. The other Spearman should try to chase over here. Do we see more Spearmen? No, he's going for the eagle attack. And TaToH now trying to stay active. Let's take a look. Not really finding the kills at the moment. Trying to go for the walls is Mr. TaToH over here at the left hand side. This isn't the greatest map. Now first attack. Double archery range here from TaToH at the front. That's quite far out. Untypical spot. Especially because he didn't know where the army of Hearttt was. Oh, finding, okay, at least finding 1 villager kill here, but also, oh no, he's not going for it. Trying to fight off against the eagles here at the front, and Where was the kill that TaToH found? And one. Pretty sure. For now, still staying active with the scouts. Gets a lot of intel, has a good idea of what's going on. But it's not really of how much, and he knows about the gold. Now finally we'll get that villager, okay. Whew. Small win for TaToH. 42 KD. Another M&A and archery range now in the back. We'll get to that one. And so unfortunate wood lines here. Now tries to go for the front one. Oh, and those two villagers should be on the other side. Let's take a look if Hearttt can find the timing and do some damage here. Those aren't positioned too well. Scouts over here, not active. Could attack at the same time. One villager down. Make that maybe two. Still needs to take quite a lot of hits, but Eagles can chase this down. 14 HP, 2 scouts, and ooh, wow. I think he could have gone for this. One villager behind now. Yeah, Indian villagers are cheaper, but he doesn't need to throw them around that way. Ah, that was Maxwell. Not absolutely on point either. Could try to find some engagement. Let's take a look. We don't see fletching, and Blacksmith finished quite some time ago as well. Spearman trying to focus him down. Beautiful job by TaToH. Now killing the Eagles, going closer to the TC. Still no fletching, really not helping out. Using more and more scouts in house at the same time. Archer at the front. This is looking horrible for TaToH. Scout in the corner, still inactive. And the damage output is not really there at the moment. Because he cannot really go for more. Ah, he couldn't click fletching because he was lacking the gold. Oh, wait. Oh, well, he's going for gold now over here. But still House trying to go for some villages. Scouts were Michael a bit. Probably saw the two spearmen. Now going for the clear up against the Eagles, or at least that's his plan. But his damage output is just so little. And look at that. 200 food, 70 gold for TaToH. And on the other side, we have Hearttt on the way to Castle Age. Spearman production continues. But kill those, and Eagle production as well. TaToH still in problems with his bad map here, and in full control is Mr. Hearttt, now going for the +1 defense. TaToH trying to push out. Good luck, T90, with moving. I wish you all the best, and it will get better. Okay, then let's take a look. Eagles now chasing down. No +1 attack, but the +1 defense obviously is so nice. Completely no upgrades on TaToH, except the fletching that just finished. But TaToH at the moment 60 military, but that will just go down. All the buffer here, the scouts are going down. And those Eagles now super deadly against the mainly skirmishers here at the front. And now villagers needs to be pulled, and maybe TaToH thinks, okay, if I can hold this, I can get Castle Age at a reasonable timing as well, but Eagle Warriors can just retreat, and if he gets the Eagle Warrior from Eagle Scout upgrade, then he can continue to do the aggression. 2 barracks, now a 3rd one added, okay, that's pretty sweet. Just wants to clear up all the archers, but TaToH microing back quite nicely. That means Hearttt will retreat, will get all the upgrades. Let's go into the view log, and indeed microing his Eagles for now. Now goes for the Eagle Warrior upgrade. He doesn't have a lot of resources, but going for the barracks as well. And let's wait for the upgrade, and then tries to go for the big engagement. TaToH even losing another scout here. Maybe needs to build a defensive tower, if you ask me, because that will be a pretty deadly timing here. Hearttt wants to retreat, does not want to lose any HP before going for the next re-engage. Maybe trying to run around. TaToH maybe go for the craziest walls around the gold. Would be an option. Now going for barracks. Is he going for the M&A defense? No, he's resigning before that. Opa! Hearttt going for the stomp at the moment here. Yeah, TaToH had 3 bad maps in 2 maps. That's right, that's what I said. Even using a restart and still having 2 bad maps. And yeah, Hearttt just in full control. Walls a lot. Yeah, actually, TaToH. The spearmans were pulled off. And Ay, 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 ay. So unfortunate. And one of the people's favorite, the HG ranked player #1. So the most experienced one with all the new civilizations. He is facing 3 match points against him to get eliminated out of this tournament. To finish without any prize money, to finish 9th to 16th, and Hearttt would advance, which is kind of likely here. Why nobody love Hearttt? Well, TaToH is just like, it's not like anyone has something against Hearttt, but TaToH is just a sunny boy, super active, so nice with the community, casting, co-casting, different languages, active in all the tournaments. Hearttt, kind of new, more of the 2v2 player, not streaming that much. So Hearttt is liked, but TaToH is loved. And now let's see the potential civs coming up, and now TaToH really needs to rack his head. Okay, if I get another bad map, what civilization do I need to win this one? At 6 for Hearttt, and Indians for TaToH gone. Whew. Does TaToH go for the tower rush now? Does he try to do something with melee? Is he going for the melee crossbow archer attack of the Ethiopians? What do you think Hearttt will go for? How is he trying to counter that? So many questions, so few answers from me, guys. I will let them do the talking. Not really. Okay guys, it's your time to send some energy and some love to TaToH. Could be his last game of the tournament, could be his 3rd last game of the tournament, could be the 2nd last game of the tournament, could be one of much more games to come. Of many more games to come. Oh god, I think I built it up quite nicely, but then completely fell at the end. Okay, so TaToH now needs to win all 3 games or he is done. He's out of this tournament. Hearttt will advance together with his friend Leary and probably MBL. Maybe we will see that later coming up against the Max. I think I will jump into the live games, most likely, unless the series goes very long. And whew, I'm getting excited because I didn't expect it to go that way. Let's see how TaToH will face this situation. He is playing the melee, so keeping the Koreans and Ethiopians for later. And finally, one of the better wood lines. Okay, or better gold, better berries, very close up. And I believe this is finally a map that he can work with. Not the greatest wood. And I believe we had 4 times the Desert Arabia version, not the Green Arabia version. On the other side we have Hearttt playing the Berbers. Nice wood line, beautiful defensive berries, solid stone, and yeah, a gold that isn't too great, but somewhat defensible, I would say. Yeah, he can wall with a cliff. This is all reasonable. And so I would say Hearttt probably 3 times the better map. Something like that, and one they had pretty even, but TaToH just restarted. Maybe even 4 times the better map. TaToH will win the entire tournament. Well, all the wishes to him. But will be a very long road ahead for him, not only in this series. Even if he wins the series, I believe it will be TaToH, then Leary, and then the Viper. Potentially all 3. Pacing him. Oof. 2 to 3 years, Leary and Hearttt will be the new Vipers and Jordans. I don't think so. Sounds weird, but I don't think so, yeah. I believe in 2-3 years we will play Age of Empires completely differently. And well, we'll see. It will be interesting to see. But I don't think that the Viper will be taken over in the next 2 years. TaToH likes to do fast impish into traps and karambits. Well, Melee is great at that, so let's see. But fast imp means you need to get to castle age first. And you kind of need to have the eco and a stable game to do that. So let's see. And let's see if we can have any big hills in the middle. We can see one here, which could be castled and then later trapped. Those areas all looks defensive. So yeah, I don't think that this hill will be too important. Maybe later on, but not a lot of resources there. I don't really see a castle go. And now TaToH's trying to return the favor. But Heartt's villager was too close to the TC. Actually going back, but just trading off some HP. Now migrating back into the TC. And that's 9 HP lost for TaToH. That he won't go get back. And delaying the barracks only for a small moment. Yeah, a lot of eyes on Winchester as well. Guys, today will be so sick. Like, I want to see how Stark plays as well. And MBL against the Max has to be sick as well. And I'm even missing my down against fire. Oh god. God, guys, it's such a great time to be alive first and to be an Age of Empires fan second. Oh, guys. Oh god, oh god. And if you... Poof. Okay, guys. Give me some drum rolls. Tower rush incoming. 6 villagers forward, 4 on stone here. Instantly spotted by Hearttt. What will be his reaction? He is sending villagers on stone himself. Has a second lumber camp already prepared. So the tower rush of TaToH will come over here. Will block the gold. Hearttt is maybe sending some villagers against this. And... exclamation mark brackets for the grid. Or exclamation mark bracket. TaToH will go up to feudal age a bit earlier. 2 militias out. Counter trash here by Hearttt. Now putting some villagers. That will be 5 militia. Maybe 3. No, it's just 3 militia. He's not on gold. He's going for defensive stone. Let's take a look how we will do with that. And Berber villagers move in faster so he can pull them back quite nicely. And look at that defensive tower here by TaToH. Interesting stuff. And Hearttt, where will he try to engage this? For now he's just scaring away. Once given coming around, and yeah, those towers will be out of range. TaToH even going for the wood upgrade. That's something we don't see too often. Hearttt, beautiful micro here, keeping his scout alive. And the 3 militia. And look at that, those towers. They aren't anywhere near the eco of Hearttt. Look at that. He needs like 6 more towers to even kiss the TC. Okay, Spearman going down, and oh boy, Hearttt is in such a good spot, guys. Hearttt scouted that stone spot. TaToH's eco, at least, looking somewhat reasonable. He has 3 farms, has 4 on berries, so he can keep up with villager production, but oh, he needs to find another way to engage. Needs to run over. And Hearttt is sending more villagers to the front. Trying to fight down the militia now. Hearttt, what is he doing? Trying to go for some more walls. Nice debation here by TaToH. Is there maybe a chance of TaToH just falling back? Not really with 300 stone in the bank, right? Now Wolf helping long distance. Difficulty is standard. But surprising that we played with hardest yesterday. TaToH will win this game. We will see. For now, Hearttt 3 villagers behind. Kind of 2.5. Still having this militia, he knows what TaToH is going for. And couldn't it be an option to pull all away and just transition into a normal game here? Oh, what is that of in tower? He is just... That's so weird. Oh, I actually lost a villager. But how far away TaToH is towering? That's really like the longest term plan I've ever seen, probably. How much stone does Hearttt have? He has endless amount of stone as well. Because he wanted to counter tower, but he never got to the spot to counter tower because TaToH is so far away. And now trying to slowly crawl forward, but this is kind of safe. He's building more outposts, it's kind of safe. I would love to see some scouting behind here as well. And well, TaToH is controlling stone and gold for the very long run. Another kill. Ah, that tower won't go up. Hard. Spearing more attacks, now building a defensive tower over here. Oh, that's a scout that actually indicates that a villager could be sneaking around. No, not really. Okay, I would be scared. Let's try to find out what TaToH actually sees. He has a lot of map vision. And is not sending a villager around. Continues. He doesn't know about the stone spot over here. Knows about the wood spot. Take a look if he's trying to tower in that direction. Looks like it. And Hearttt maybe counter towering. Yes, but that's tough for him. Cannot really access that too well. I see two sides from both. So that makes sense. Stable switch now for Hearttt. And he is actually building scouts. Oh, attacking the full HP villager. Let's take a look. Hearttt actually will finish that tower as well. And TaToH needs to run. Oh, that's another big win for Hearttt here. Huh, TaToH actually trying to kill that outpost. Getting a lot of damage done, but might lose some HP here. Villager is killing the scout. Oh god, it's so many things going wrong for TaToH all game long here. That tower not as good as this one as well. What can TaToH do? Does he maybe have a transition that is reasonable? Yes, he does. And that's what I said. It wasn't your typical super all-in tower rush. It looked like it, but he still had somewhat of food eco. He did the wood upgrade and is now transitioning. If he isn't losing all of his villagers, and he has a barrack, so that's kind of reasonable. Fight off against the scouts. Even going for the deer. I think he might have a chance. Going into Castle Age. Look at that. 600 food, 100 gold. Hard at the same time. Super far away from that. Where are all his scouts? They are grouped up over here. TaToH obviously no vision of that. And now the question is how many kills will those scouts get? Are you going for the wheelbarrow? So he is quite far away from reaching Castle Age. And TaToH? Oh, he's one villager ahead at the moment. Take a look how much damage those scouts will do. Looks like at least 2 villagers will die here. Oh, instant reaction by TaToH. Beautiful move. Maybe he will only lose 1 then. Hearttt, 12 HP. Is he maybe not even getting a single kill? Would be so sick. Wow, TaToH. Instant reaction. Bit of a miss micro there by Hearttt. And suddenly, TaToH knows what's up. Can wall. Didn't lose a single villager. Can build some spearmen. Is going for aggressive archer ranges. Obviously, he's still lacking buildings. Can save those villagers as well. This was a good moment here for TaToH. No, but this microing this villager now. Yeah, okay, at least he's gone down. Spearmen now coming over. TaToH still active, and remember, in the long run, not a lot of camel archers to be built because he built defensive towers and 1 stone over here. We are blocking still 1 gold spot. That one is... oh no, that's an extra gold spot. Where's the 3rd gold spot? Ah, yeah, we saw... oh, over here at the front. At the moment, only the main gold spot for Hearttt. He's now up to Castle Age as well. TaToH really was missing those 2 buildings. Yeah, he was floating the resources for quite some time now. Oh, so they will reach Castle Age roughly at the same time, instead of TaToH being ahead by 2-3 minutes. Another villager going down, or we'll see. Yeah. Distracted. Beautiful move. What will he go for? Switching to his point of view. He has enough stone. Guys, that looks like a castle to me. Maybe over here, maybe over here. Could be options. Maybe over here to defensive gold spots. Some ways to place that. And TaToH actually trying to sneak around with some crossbows. Did he? Doesn't have intel. That is all walled now. Oh, TaToH nearly losing the villager there. One for the other wood line, and yeah, over map again. Kind of forced him to go for a crazy strategy. And look at that, TaToH even reaching castle age second earlier there. But not going for any upgrades yet. What is he focusing on? Bossman now. Oh, he didn't have a blacksmith early on. So, not going for fletching, and the castle is over here. It's interesting that one tower. I think he can send some villagers over, can't he? No archers around, that's all walled. And TaToH, why is he not sending villagers in here? He could distract that quite nicely. Fletching could help out. Now dropping gold. Yeah, that tower isn't even firing. Well, now it is. Fletching. One villager down. Oh, yeah, I need to go for that one. And if he had Botkin, that would be so sweet for him. Was now coming over. Those scouts kind of denied. And we're going into the later game. TaToH 4 villagers ahead. Military count 14-3. But that's all because Hearttt is counting on that castle to go up. And that one castle will clear up at least 4 towers. So what a beautiful, beautiful placement of that one. Defensive siege workshop. Hearttt is playing the strategic masterpiece again. Loud castle? No, not at all. One villager died and it's beautifully placed. Castle is being denied by late game towers. Oh yeah, kind of. And we're expecting Hearttt to go for his camel archers now. TaToH going for Botkin arrow, husbandry for Hearttt. Will transition into Hearttt, only one TC. Now going for a second one. Hold a bit of food. And on the other side, seeing TaToH now going for his second TC as well. Villager count is pretty even. Look at that, one castle clearing up 4 towers. So beautiful. And this mangonel, can he get some shots off? One villager down. The rest trying to run into the towers now. Any minimal damage against the camel archers, but that doesn't really matter. Game is kind of stabilizing. Oh, 3 TCs for TaToH, but not a lot of farms to keep all of them running. And now trying to go for the damage output, but seems like one villager repairing is enough to save it towards the TC at the castle here. And now the time of the camel archer raid starts. And yeah, TaToH is fearing it and is just building skirmishes as a defense because he thinks, damn it, I cannot let him raid me all game long. I need to build some defense and try to defend against those camel archers, and thinks that elite skirms is the right answer to that. And I believe they are quite reasonable, together with some crossbows to have some more damage output as well. This all feels right so far, especially because knights aren't really an option with melee, mangonels not really either, so maybe ballistics would be a beautiful upgrade, but yeah, super costly obviously. Missing a good shot so far. There's the university. So yeah, it thinks the same way. Oh, siege workshop, yeah, and indeed, this is not a siege workshop to build mangonels. This is just a siege workshop to block off. And we suppose those villagers now. Yeah, great job, great job. And he may get some kills. It's important to focus down here. Well, he only gets one actually, and one volley off. So not 100% sure if that was really efficient then, because that's costing him quite a lot of resources as well. Same time, another TC here at the front by Heartt. He's doing quite well at the moment. Which account is that even though? So we might go into late MPL8 and then we will have to see how those karambits will perform. TaToH? Where is his second stone spot? Over here. So that's completely unused so far. Now the Berbers of Heartt. Trying to research ballistics as well. Villagers have been saved over here after trying to go for some more wood at the side of Heartt as well. And yeah, this is our longest game of the series so far, breaking I believe the 23-minute mark or something. The other two games obviously are super fast. Oh, TaToH going for guard tower. He only has 2 left, so that's quite a weird way. But now going for more now. Oh, all around even. And janitors as well. Heartt. He wants to go for the kill here, as it seems. Obviously their damage output isn't that great, but boy are they tanky. Looking for more skirmishers, trying to kind of surround, but if you are outnumbered, surrounding's not really an option. Heartt is playing this so nicely. That's just an interesting composition as well. TaToH trying to micro her back, but isn't really getting the damage done. Aye. Oh, we'll lose that villager, and a lot of things just not really going his way at the moment. Well, at least we get some kills here. So let's take a look at the resources. Second raiding group coming over though. And a second castle. Where's this one? Right the hill here at the front. Protecting the gold even a bit further. Villager count pretty even. TaToH looking at 90 food. Trying to reseed more and more farms. At the other side, Heartt is quite far away from reaching Imp as well. Going for the +2 defense now. Something that TaToH is lacking completely, not even having the +1 defense at the moment. Mainly in the damage dealer though, and not really trying to take any engagements. Heartt is more the guy who's trying to do the damage and against villagers and then try to run away. Oh, this could be somewhat of a trap. What is Heartt doing here? That's a fight you cannot take. Why is he trying to micro that? Not sure about that. TaToH still staying active here. This interesting forward base. Remember guys, he's still blocking one of the golds. So in the very long run, that could be an option to give an advantage to to TaToH. And staying on Camel Arch attack, now going for monastery, thinking about the long game, and is up to MPL8. 90 villagers, TaToH slightly ahead in that regard. House now has a nice amount of army, but doesn't really matter. He needs to think about getting to MPL8 as well. His house built houses at the edge of the map. Oh. That would have been so funny if he won those. And yeah, just stays housed because he is getting raided at a spot where he didn't expect it. Might even be worse to send a villager over. Oh, nice spread formation. Well, will be tough for Heartt to get all his army out alive. Obviously, all of the army is not an option. TaToH now banking up some resources. And yeah, probably will be 2.5, 3 minutes later to Imp than Heartt here. Oh, but now just queued up more villagers as it seems. Maybe cancel all of them, try to click up. Heartt is building the third castle, expecting it to be here at the front. Would love to see it a bit more forward even. No? TaToH at least getting some kills off. Heartt going for... Oh! And even repairing last second. Oh, a little bit close. Okay. Small win for TaToH, who is 20 military ahead. Villager count is dead even. But Heartt in imp. TaToH only clicking any second now. Heartt going for chemistry and bracer. Doesn't have the resources for elite camo just yet. TaToH now clicking up. He maybe is camping some hills. And we will then see how he can do this. Magnets as well for Heartt. They're obviously helping out greatly. Still a lot of gold for TaToH, so he doesn't need to think about that. And he's staying on skirmishes here. Could maybe go for the audit attack in addition. Heartt now going for light cav. Hanging off TaToH. Not getting the greatest shots off. Those are all heavy losses for TaToH. Losing so many mangonels here. Or he can go for all the upgrades. His eco is solid though. 112 villagers. But in the end, Malay, they aren't really designed to have the strongest late Imperial Age army. Especially compared to Berbers. Oh, even trying to take the engagement again to Guard Tower. Interesting stuff. And this castle by TaToH, I think there should be better spots than here, right? Yeah, 2 towers anyways. Reduction is here. I think I would have built it either here or here. Probably not over here. Maybe just wanted to get one up. Bracer and chemistry. So he will stay on that E-skirm tag. Question is how efficient it will be. I believe it's a great choice to go for storm walls over here. And archers, can they find another engagement here? Let's take a look. Needs to send those villagers in and get some damage output done. But obviously that's not the most important thing. Most important thing is that hazard tag of Heartt is real as well. And TaToH just thinks, yeah, super sweet. If I get into enough skirmishes, I can kill that. But he is maybe overproducing those skirmishes now. Oh! Casual horse color upgrade at the 44-minute mark. And this could be the time where the hussars are coming in. TaToH pop 180 at least, close to it. And now we see the big engagement. Heartt, he could lose all his camera if it wasn't for the hussars who have +4 defense, clearing up all the army. TaToH is only a one-trick pony, only skirmishes, hussars, the tech switch that he didn't see coming, and instantly tapping out before even losing his army. G to the G. Good luck next round, says TaToH. And this was a series that only a very few people probably expected to go in this fashion. 3-0 for Heartt. Probably the slight underdog on paper. But very unfortunate map for TaToH. Only a best of 5. Only 1 restart. And Heartt with super clean play in all games. We have to say, did we really see any mistakes? Any micro mistakes? Any mismanagements of ecos? Yeah, small eco. Upgrades were a bit late sometimes, but super active with all his army. Nice map control. Nice map awareness with all the walls. Great scouting. Solid strategy choices. Nice reaction against the tower rush. And rightfully, now in the round of 8. Amazing stuff. And yeah, we are instantly jumping in.